Welcome back to the Glint Standard. Today, we're going to be interviewing our intern, Amanda.
Hello.
All right.
Happy to be here.
Yeah. First time, last time on the... No, I'm just...
Yeah.
Give us an introduction, who you are, where you came from, what your degree that you're getting is, when you're going to graduate, all those good things.
Yeah. So I'm Amanda. I'm from Orange County, California.
Okay.
I'm an incoming senior at TCU this year, which is really scary. It's gone by fast. But my major is strategic communications, which includes PR and advertising. And it's been awesome at TCU. I've really loved it. The professors have been incredible and been in some really cool programs there. So
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So you've been doing an internship with us. You've been with us over the summer. It's been a lot of fun. I know it has.
Yeah, it has been.
Tomorrow's going to be your last day, which just makes us all very sad. There might be something fun that we're doing, but yeah,
I'm excited.
So talk to me a little bit. I mean, you're still in school, right? And you have your last year. So like being in the real world now, right? And like actually kind of seeing the agency experience. How do you feel like that's different than like what somebody's experiencing in school? Like, is there like a very stark difference? Is there, hey, it kind of felt pretty similar. I know you're also in like an agency at the school as well.
Yeah.
Which I know a lot of schools are doing. That was not a thing when I was in school, but like a lot of schools are now doing that too. So like maybe even talk about like, hey, not just in the classroom, but like with that agency and like our agency, like, is it very different? Is it totally different world? Like,
yeah, there's been so many differences. One that's really stood out to me between college and kind of the classrooms and what professors have talked about and what I've noticed here is client relationships and managing clients, whether it's getting a new client to come on board or just the daily interactions with those clients. That's one thing that in school they really didn't touch on. So it's been awesome to see the team here. Even just listening to conversations, seeing how you do manage those clients. Even Jamie internally kind of keeping the whole team on track. That is not what is really talked about in school. So it's been awesome to see that. Yeah. For sure.
Was there anything like really unexpected? Like you were like, oh my gosh, like I did not know that was how it was going to be in the real world.
I'm trying to think.
I know I'm putting you on the spot with a lot of this.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think, let's see, mainly, I think really just those client interactions was the thing that stood out the most for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So was it more of like, did you not anticipate that we would be so hands-on or like that conversations would flow the way that they did? Like,
yeah.
Because I remember like when I was in school, we didn't, it was a minute ago, but like we did like mock interviews and stuff like that. Like acting like the client and it always went well and the deal always went through and and all this like everything was good at the end and like so was it kind of unexpected to see like in the real world it's not that smooth, it's not like was that kind of the thing or was it like,
I think honestly my professor just didn't really touch on client interactions and I don't really know why, but it was something that made me super nervous and I think I kind of talked about this at the beginning of my internship. That was one thing I wanted to pay attention to was how those client interactions went and how to gain more confidence doing that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And even in the student run PR and ad agency I'm in, it's been so incredible to see clients and see how the older kids in the program talk to the clients. But that was one thing that it was really cool to see this year and kind of get more familiar with how that kind of goes.
Do you feel like the experience that you got while you were here is now kind of like prepared you when you go back that you're like,
absolutely. Yeah. So the role that I'm going to have in this upcoming semester in that program is really going to be hands-on with the client. So I was really apprehensive about that. And I was a bit nervous that I was going to be the main point of contact. But after seeing how you guys handle talking with clients and when you do have those challenging conversations, I feel like I've hopefully picked up some little things that I'll be able to take with me. So that's been very valuable.
Yeah. I mean, it's a reflection of us.
Yeah.
So we're really hoping you crush it.
I hope so, yeah.
So do you feel like there was like some skills, I mean, outside of client communication, do you feel like there was skills that you learned that are gonna like add a lot of value to what you're gonna bring like after college even?
Yeah. One thing that hopefully, and one thing I think I've grown is in my confidence for sure.
Okay.
Both hopefully talking with clients and just day-to-day basis. For example, like my presentation, my first one, I was definitely very nervous, but after I got all the feedback from that one, I hope that in my next presentation, I sounded more confident, and
Yes.
even just in the way that I offer opinions or any insight, I want to always be super confident in what I'm saying. And also, if you're not confident when you're speaking, I don't think other people are going to believe you and trust you and want to kind of take you up on that offer. So yeah, that's one thing.
So from an internship, do you think or from the intern, I guess, not from an internship, but from an intern's perspective, do you feel like that an internship here at Glint is like totally worth it? Like, do you feel like it was like I guess what would
Like
be the
very
value?
valuable.
Yeah, like
for sure. Yeah, I remember when you and Jamie actually called me and offered me the internship. I was so excited, and I knew that I would probably learn a lot. It's an incredible agency, but I don't think I realized the extent that I would learn too. And kind of even just witnessing everything in the office has been incredible. And some of the skills that I picked up have, been great.
Yeah, and so like part of that is also like I'm sure you've gotten a lot of like really new perspectives on like the reality of things, right? Do you feel like there's one thing that really stood out during that you were like, man, like I did not expect things to be like that, like, and it just gave you an entirely new perspective on how agencies really are in the real world?
Absolutely. I've always said that I've been more interested in the account side of things, just because that was something that kind of caught my attention. And on the first day, I remember Jamie showed me how she manages all of the projects internally and what she does day to day. I was shocked. I thought I had an understanding of kind of how things work, but it was so eye-opening to see what she does. And I thought I kind of knew what I would be doing, but it really opened my eyes to what actually happens day to day. So that was really awesome.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So if you had any advice to be able to give out to people who are looking for internships or considering it or anything like that, I guess like other peers, right?
Yeah.
What would be your word of advice or your perspective that you would give them?
Yeah, let's see. I think I have two main things. The first one would be to listen to the feedback that's given to you. That's one thing that I think has been so valuable. At first, it's definitely a little bit challenging to hear the critiques on something you've been working for countless hours on, but it's been so valuable, and I'm really grateful for that. A lot of my friends at internships don't get a ton of feedback on their work. I think it's more of like, here's this, complete it by Tuesday or whatever, and maybe don't hear about it again.
You get like an A or a B or whatever.
Yeah, definitely. But that's one thing that I've really appreciated here is I've taken that feedback, I think, and hopefully made changes, and that's so valuable to me. And in the long run, I think I'll apply everything that I've learned. Yeah,
that's really good.
Yeah.
So this one we didn't prepare you for, but who's your favorite person?
Oh
in the
gosh,
office, right?
Definitely Ryan.
Yeah, totally. No, that's fine. So no, we've loved having you. We've really enjoyed our time with you and watching you grow and kind of experience thing. And I think one of the things that I noticed definitely was you learn so much in school, and it's like, as I said, you even do like mock trials, or not trials, but like mock like interviews and stuff. Yeah. And then you get into the real world, you're kind of like, man, it's not that smooth. Like there's like conflict, and there's like, you got to have problem solving and all this stuff. And so I think that was one thing that I always love with not just you, but every intern that we have, is just like they see the reality of it and they start to like really figure it out. So we'll definitely make sure that we stay in contact.
Yes.
You also have a blog on our website,
Yes.
so people can
Check it
check
out.
that out if they want to know more about Amanda. And then, are you gonna do another internship? Not with us, but like, are you gonna do another internship any other time in your?
Hopefully,
Okay.
yeah. I think
Like, are you gonna do like a winter one, maybe?
maybe, yeah.
Okay.
This upcoming semester, I think that the student one I'm in will take up most of my time, but yeah, hopefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, good. Well, if you guys ever want to, snag Amanda and get her coffee, pick her brain.
Yep.
I know she would love to meet more people that
Yes.
are in our network as well,
Definitely.
and so she's always open and available. So if you'd love to send us a message, agency@theglintstandard.com. We'd be more than happy to pass along Amanda's information as well and make that connection for you guys. So thank you so much for watching and listening today. And if you're interested in an internship with Glint, you can also email the exact same email address, agency@theglintstandard.com. We'll forward that on to the right people. So thank you guys so much.
Thanks.